the heart of the blockchain, two legends rise.
Yo, it's Airwink in the cockpit, DJ Orakle in control. Teach a main city like it's coded in their soul. From the basis to the D plays, every tool, every tip. They'll turn noobs into legends on this crypto trip. Grinding mission, stacking loot, dodging fakes, making moves. You got question, they got proof. Boost defense, point prestige, mo finesse. Main city ain't a game, it's a whole mindset test. Loaded lions in the streets, cubs chasing that bread. Every stat, every buff, yeah, it's all in your head. So plug in, level up, learn the code, know the plan. With Orakle and Airwink, you gon' master the land.
Welcome to the show, where crypto meets the grind. When knowledge drops hard and the game's redefined. This ain't no chill, this is strategy and wit. Main City 101, now let's get it lit. Welcome to the show, where crypto meets the grind. When knowledge drops hard and the game's redefined. This ain't no chill, this is strategy and wit. Main City 101, now let's get it lit.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Airwink 7. I'm joined with DJ Orakle, and hopefully everybody's doing well. No, we're a little late on the podcast here. Life take precedence, obviously, but thank you again, DJ Orakle, for joining me. Hope you're all doing well. Let you do your little shout-outs, and then we'll run through the list here of what we got in store, because we're right in the middle, well, not at the start of the Nightmare Blitz here, so, time is kind of crucial, right?
Yes. Thank you, Airwink. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I'm glad to be here and talk some main city. And yeah, thank you. And the Cubs, the first delivery of Cubs just passed in the competition mode, so it's moving along. Yeah,
so that gives you guys a reference point of, I guess, how late we are on actually recording this, unfortunately. But we did try to hold ourselves to every other week, but some things end up happening, and I ended up having an impromptu run to Laos to get a visa. So, but I'm back. Should be good for a while. So, hopefully we'll have no more hiccups as long as everything keeps running smooth here. But yes, so for today, what we're looking at is we want to talk a little bit about the Nightmare Blitz, go over the prize pool, the multiplier days. So this is one of the things that being a little delayed here afforded us. So at least we get to talk about the multiplier days finally, since we know them prior to recording. Unlike the last few times, I know we've not had that information. Then we want to talk a little bit about the Halloween update that they just did, primarily like some of the little changes that they've made, really based around the daily rewards. And then we're going to also talk that the Cows Gone Mad being added, that also came with that update. Then there's the community update section that we want to discuss. Some big milestones that were hit recently, as well as a few other small little things that we just want to make sure the community is aware of. And then lastly, we'll talk a little bit about our learnings from the past Blitz. Since we were a little bit delayed, we didn't quite get to shoot a podcast specific on how we did with the Howlpoint Blitz. So that's what we'll be covering today. Hopefully, things are just heating up again with the competitions here. So hopefully you're not hitting burnout. We're only on competition 4 at this point of, what do they got? 12. So long road to go before we hit the World Series event. So I guess buckle up for that. And other than that, I guess let's jump into it. Start off with the Nightmare Blitz. We've got the multiplier days. So they've been announced. Let me just pull up the playbook here so we can take a look at exactly the information that's available. And I did notice too, actually let me bring up the whole thing here so the screen record. They did finally address my biggest complaint about the way they had the prize pools laid out. They just had all of the events just listed. So it was really hard. You basically had to scroll through all of Season 1, all of Season 2, and then all of the stuff from Season 3 just to figure out what the next Blitz prizes were. At least now they've made it so there's drop-down lists in the playbook. So you can go and just click right on Season 3 events. Now you still have to scroll all the way to the bottom, but at least you're not scrolling through all of the previous competitions. So here's the Nightmare Blitz competition breakdown. We're looking at a 30% of crow spent on diamonds being added to this prize pool, and then 70 being saved for later. And then for the rewards, we've got first place getting 10 random tactical gear, second place is 8, third place is 5, fourth to 10th is 3 random, and then 11th to 50th is 2, and then everything else to 1000 is 1. So I'm a little disappointed in seeing that. I don't know. What do you think, DJ?
Yeah, the same. I remember in the last podcast, I was mentioning that they should take a few of the NFTs from the top players and distribute it to maybe like the top 100, so they can have at least two. Because the top 50, and then from 51 onward to just have one, it seems like not much of an incentive to try to push to at least top 100, as opposed to having the grind at top 50. The top 50 is a tough competition.
Yeah, no, I agree. I I'm kind of disappointed that, yeah, especially with this being a 2-week one, that they couldn't at least expand it out to like the top 100. I mean, it doesn't have to be all the way out to the top 250. That would definitely be nice if they could do something like that. I mean, it is an additional, like 200 NFTs that they would have to procure. But I mean, for the most part, 99% of those are probably, turbines and grenade launchers anyways. So, but still, it's something to make it a little bit more enticing, because there's a lot of people that can't fight for top 50, but if they saw, hey, top 100, they might actually push a little bit and it make it a little bit more competitive. But there's a lot of people that just go, I'm not making the top 50. I'm just going to see where I land. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. But you're right. It seems like this year the competition calendar is more packed. I'm not sure that last year we had so many competitions, or maybe it just felt like it was far in between, like there were more time in between for the competitions.
Yeah, they did. There was definitely a lot less last year. I think there was like 5 or 6 blitzes. But then they did all those showdowns, right? I kind of wish they would bring back a showdown for once. I kind of like just the 3-day comp, something short, simple, a little bit of a crow prize, nothing crazy. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this 2-week one goes. I'm hoping that for the remainder of them, it's mostly going to be 1-week ones. But I'm wondering if they're doing a 2-week and then another 2-week, and then leading into a 4-week for that mid-season sort of competition.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about the mid-season one. How long do you think it's gonna be? Do you think it'll be 3 weeks?
I'm thinking if they're going to do a 2-week for this, it's going to at least be 3 weeks. Maybe they're going to do a full 4-week one. So I wonder what the prize pool on it will be, but it's shaping up to at least be longer than a 2-week one, I think.
Yeah, and hopefully in those longer in the mid season competition, hopefully they'll increase the NFT. Hopefully they'll adjust it by then, if anything.
Yeah, no, I agree. So we'll see. I mean, at least push it out to the top 500 or top 250 or something to make it a little bit more interesting, like World Series 1, right? Or sorry, World Series 2. Actually, most of them, even like the blitzes, had differences in the actual NFT allotments, right? 250 was something like 3, I think, and then it was 2 for 500, and then out to 1000 was 1, right? So there used to be a big difference. So I guess they ended up selling most of them instead of keeping some for prizes pools.
Yeah, probably. But we'll take what we get.
Exactly. But yeah, so in regards to the Nightmare Blitz here, you can see it just started today, and we've got the 2-week, so it's 14-day competition, and it's day 2, day 5, day 8, day 11, and day 14 that are the multiplier days, and day 14 being 20. So that's a pretty big multiplier for the final day. Definitely important, I guess, to play that final day as hard as you can. So I know I will have to see how it goes. I'm kind of happy that they switched to day 2 here. We'll see So it gives people a little more incentive to kind of push closer to the start. Now, a little tip. So if you're not very familiar with trying to figure out the timing, right? So if it says 13, that's still day 1. So when it says 12, that's going to be day 2, right? So that's how you can sort of count backwards using the button that's here at the top that says back to normal mode. Or even when you're in normal mode, it'll show you the time as well. So you're just looking for the number to basically count down, and that gives you a rough estimate. Depending on your time zone, this is about the easiest way to really look at the in-game clock and try to figure out when the new day and when that multiplier day is.
Yeah, that's a great tip, because a lot of times what I did is I just put it on my calendar. I went and I put it on my calendar tomorrow and then day 5 and so on. But that's a great tip, to use the countdown from back to normal. And yeah, just wait for when it says day 12, then that's times 10.
Yeah.
The 10x day.
Yeah, exactly. I had asked them because a couple of times last competition, I had accidentally, just because my internet's not been the best, I mean, Main City lags a bit too, and I'd accidentally double clicked the X when you're trying to switch your equipment around. So the X is almost right on top, part of it's right on top of the button to go back to normal mode. And it happened to me at least 2 or 3 times where I went to click the X button and it was like a double click because it didn't register it. And then that double click registered on the go back to normal button. So I switched to normal mode, and I'm just sitting there great. Now I have to sit here and watch it load. And then I have to go back in and watch it load again. It was just and so what I had asked them is, can you put a schedule, right? If it's a 1 week competition, there's just the whole week laid out there. And you've got, the timer showing this is how much time's left in this day. And then also put the multiplier days, right? So that way it's a lot easier for people to figure out what day are we on, when's the multiplier days. They've already got the schedule calendar when you click on it when you're in normal mode. So at least then if they brought up that calendar and had the button at the bottom so that you could switch back to normal mode, I wouldn't be accidentally clicking and having to load a bunch of times.
Yeah, no. Plus, it would have, like you said, the days of the multipliers. And yeah, I think I saw the picture that you did, and you posted it on the Discord.
Yes,
and I have to give an idea of what it would look like.
My very terrible photo editing.
But the very important point came across.
That was it. That was all I was trying to draw attention to. Is look, it could look like this. It'd look better because obviously you could do a lot better than I could. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they consider doing something like that. I mean, also with this blitz, right? I went into the recommendations too, and it frustrates me, right? Because the server is so laggy at the very start of the competition, but then they also decide to do a refresh literally a minute or 2 before the competition starts, right? And it's why can't you do it a half an hour before, right? Because you're getting tons of people signing back in, loading it up right before the competition starts and overloading your server, and then you decide to do a refresh, a hard reload for everybody. And then we're all doing it again. And it's just come on, guys. No.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so, I mean, what are you thinking for the Nightmare Blitz? 2 week, definitely a little different than what we've seen. A lot of times, and we'll talk about this near the end with the Howlpoint learnings, but a lot of the points were allotted to the final day, right? About 40% of the points in the 1 weeks. So this is going to be a bit different. It's not like you can buy in on day 11 and think you're going to, place super well. I mean, you could probably still place pretty well if you somehow got into the top 10 live rank for the entirety of that time. But I think, this is going to be a little bit more of a marathon rather than a sprint like we sort of see with the 1 weeks.
Yeah, I think so too. And yeah, I also like that they put the multiplier closer to the start date. it would be nice if it was maybe the first day so that people can really start grinding for the first day. But I think the second day is also good. It gives people time because I know I was in the X or Twitter Spaces, and some people have to work and they can't start it off right away. So I guess it is kind of nice that it's the second day. It gives people some time to not just necessarily have to like be the first one to log in and make the server lag even more, so
Yes.
people can wait, right, and then and log in a few hours after or the next day. But I do like it that it's the second day instead of the third day.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I'm excited to see how the second day plays out. I kind of would like to try a 1 week with the second day as the multiplier day. I'm wondering if because they added two extra, or sorry, I guess three extra 10x days, right? They've had to basically change around probably the distribution, so they want a couple days in between each one, right? So we'll see. But I do agree. I think putting it on the first day is very difficult, right? Because there's not the access for everybody, right? Like you said, a lot of people have been voicing the concern that it's like, can we start it on a different day, or can we start it in the evening instead of in the morning? Like, because you guys over in North America, right, are starting it at 9 a.m. or 8, 5 a.m. stuff like that, right? So it
Yeah,
depends your time zone, but it's always the same. So yeah, it would be nice if they did switch it up and give people a different time zone, or start it on a Sunday, or do something like that. Just a little bit of a change. But I mean, this has been the regular schedule. It's always Friday, so it is what it is at this point.
yeah, and it's been the same time for a while, but it would be nice because, for instance, for you it's nighttime, right? So it started, but yet it's kind of like you might want to, get some rest and go to sleep. I guess that's
Exactly.
another good thing that it's not the very first day, that you can still kind of like, get some rest and on a Friday, and then for the weekend, kind of like push a little harder.
Yeah. Well, that's why I like it being tomorrow, because like I can just
Mhm.
stack diamonds overnight tonight, right, and then hop back in sometime mid morning, early, sometime around lunch, basically, and sort of figure out my situation, and then start to really analyze. Okay, we got to start pushing for the 10x day here. How am I going about this, right? And at least then I've built up
Yeah.
the diamonds. I can buy a bunch of attacks, boosters, all that type of stuff, and just basically go, as hard as I can. Whereas, if it was the first day, it's like, I mean, it's coming up on 10 o'clock here. So, you know, I'm,
Yeah.
I don't really want to be up all night, just trying to secure a decent rank. But, again, that's where also, I'd almost need to really figure it out. But like, how important is one 10x day over, making sure you're available for the rest of the 10x days?
Yeah, and I think also um, having more 10x days throughout the competition, it also kind of helps to keep people engaged in the game. Because if you wanna kind of like keep your score and be ready for the 10x day instead of having to like catch up on the 10x day, you want to try to like use the other two, the 2 days in between those days to kind of like keep securing your position, or you know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're able to, keep a good flow and momentum going from the start. I don't know.
Yeah, with having those 10x days in between, I like that there's a few of them.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
I
So
agree.
it's going to be interesting with this amount of 10x days to see how, even just how the market responds, right? I know typically we see after the first 10x day, market prices tank. So now that there's four 10x days and then a 20x day at the end, hopefully we see a little bit more lasting power for the price in the market.
Yeah, it'll be interesting what the market does. People already, of course, selling blueprints, and that's where the bidding and the auction comes into play. That was such a great implementation because you can just put it at 1 crore and let the players decide what they're willing to pay for an item.
Yes, I agree. That's one of the biggest things I think that really changed the way the market worked was when they did add that. Because there was a lot of like people just selling to their friends, and it's like basically get on a Discord call and be like, "Hey, I'm going to list this for 1K, buy it instantly," right? And somebody could pick it up,
Yeah,
and it's like, okay, you just sold a position to somebody for like next to nothing. So there was a lot of that
yeah,
going on. So now that they have the auction system, right, it does prevent that.
yeah. I remember that's actually how Gary back in the day. It was my birthday, and he's like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, I got you one of these businesses," and it really helped me. I forgot what business he gave me, but it was like one of those. Like, "All right, I'm posted. And are you in the market?" Yes. Keep refreshing. Keep refreshing. Here it goes. Here he goes, and then I got it.
Nice. Yeah, I mean it was nice to be able to do deals like that, right? Even because like now it's impossible to do a giveaway, right? It's like it'd be nice if it's like, hey, I've got a nice business and I'm not using it. I would love to give it away to somebody, right? And it's like now you can't because there's the auction, right? Somebody's just gonna outbid them, and so it'd be nice if there was a way to like gift people stuff in normal mode, but like the auction's mandatory otherwise. But I guess they want to keep it even, right? And they don't want. I mean, the big thing too is they don't want to get cut out of their royalty fees or their market making fees, right? That 15%. So that's a big no for them.
Yeah, no, you can't dig into their pockets. That's a no. Like I said.
Yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, I mean, so I mean, sort of status quo for me. We'll just have to see how this 2 week competition actually goes. But I don't really think I got too much else. I mean, I'm gonna just try to fight for tomorrow and then sort of keep pace later on. I mean, chances are I'm probably gonna need to buy a business or two later on. So we'll have to see how that all goes. Do you have any suggestions for any listeners as to what you're gonna do?
Yeah, well, what I'm gonna do right now is I'll probably just get to level 10, so just that I can open those gold blueprints. Then I'll probably remove other businesses so I can try to go down as in the leaderboard as much as I can. And then when it's mid competition, I probably will buy a business that is like three prestigious above me and try to like come up to it. So I'll see how that strategy works out for me this time.
Nice. Yeah, it's sort of my plan as well. I mean, that's the big thing, right? Is try to get to that gold blueprint so you can see what you pull. I just opened some blueprints right now and actually just got 2 lions dens, so that's not too bad.
Right.
Yeah,
Not bad at all.
yeah, we'll have to see what quality they are. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've got really to say about the competition at this point. Do you want to move on to the Halloween update?
Sure.
Okay, let me just check that box here. So we're done talking about the Nightmare Blitz. So the Halloween update, I mean, it's not a very big significant update. I mean, let me just switch over to the screen recording here. Give you guys an idea what I just pulled, these nice 2 lions dens. But this is what we were talking about, the daily rewards here. So they've changed how the Halloween rewards, so they're calling it Halloween daily rewards. Really, all the change was basically just a color palette change. So now it's orange, and then they put the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern here as your surprise. So kind of cool little change. But past that, I mean, there's not really anything else. I haven't noticed anything in the world map or anything like that. Nothing with the quests. Like there was no changes to quests or anything like that. So for the most part, I think everything's basically the same as what it was. I don't know. Have you noticed anything else? Be kind of cool if there was like a change to the Cyber Cubs. Make them like show up on a broomstick or something. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah, that would be nice. No, I haven't noticed anything else different except for the dailies. I do like the orangey color, the pumpkinish color, and then the pumpkins at the end. It does make it really cool. Hopefully, they'll keep it going for Christmas and all the next themes that are coming down. But yeah, you're right. Like at least here in the U.S., a lot of times, especially in LA, a lot of people that have like those low riders. or just like the classic cars. They put around Christmas time. They put those Christmas lights around the car, so they're like rolling down the street with those Christmas lights around the. It would be nice if the Cubs can have some of those lights on the van.
Yeah, or like a little Christmas tree on the top or something. I was just taking a look
Yeah,
at.
there you
I was seeing if you had your Halloween guy on, right? You've got one with a Halloween shirt, but see, you've got the
go. Oh yeah,
your gold cow,
the gold
pretty nice
cow.
gold cow. Let me
Yeah,
see if I can click on it, bring it up. That's pretty nice. So yeah, I guess we can.
yeah, thank you.
Not really much else to discuss on the Halloween update. So, but as part of that update as well, is sort of the next point that we wanted to talk about, which is the Cows Gone Mad being added. So as you saw, I just showed DJ Oracle's. So he was lucky, he got a gold skin one, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, they've been added to the game. So let me just switch back to the screen recording. We can kind of go through, see what people are wearing. Because I've got one equipped right now as well. And I think I saw a few. So like Mohammed, he's got one. Who else has got some? Not very many actually in the top here. Just the one guy. But I don't know. I like them. What do you think of the Cows Gone Mad? I mean, I'm excited for the game. So
Yeah, definitely both. I like the artwork. And definitely super excited for the game because it's gonna be a different type of game than Main City, right? Main City is like a tycoon, build your city, wait it out, get some gold. But this is gonna be a like first person shooter, and
yeah, or third person,
yeah,
I think it
I'm
is, right?
excited. Uh, is it third person?
Yeah, I think it might be third person. I'm not 100%
Okay.
sure, but I think that's what the gameplay, if I remember correctly, was third person, and then zoom in over the shoulder for the shooting. But yeah, still, regardless, it's a tactical sort of shooter. So there's going to be some different mechanics when it comes to like the different quests and stuff like that. Sort of like some tower defense, they've said, and I don't know. It seems interesting, and then they're looking to compete with Fortnite, League of Legends. Sorry, not League of Legends. Fortnite, Apex, even like PUBG, sort of like those competitive team competition sort of shooters. Overwatch is another big one that they do sort of like these competitive, competition. What do they call it? I don't know, just like some esports basically, right? For competitive shooters. So whether it's like capturing objectives or just like a team deathmatch, I think that's sort of what they're trying to target with it. So I'm excited to see where it goes. Hopefully it takes off. I mean, we'll see. We've got a decent amount of cows at this point, so it'd be nice to have it take off and people have some major interest in these cows.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a very small collection, which is it makes them more rare. So that's nice. I do like the artwork, some of the backgrounds. Some of them have backgrounds, and the backgrounds are pretty cool as well. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for the game and the competitiveness that it's going to bring also to the Discord and the cows. I believe it should be ready, I think, in like a month or two, is what the team is saying. So, yeah, pretty excited.
Yeah, and here I'll just switch to the screen share. You can scroll through some of mine. I agree. I like the artwork. I mean, it's not my favorite NFT collection, but I think the artwork's pretty decent. I do like the ones like you said with the background, like the cow on the moon. I've got one of them. I think he's pretty funny. There's also one that's sort of like out in the pasture or like a mountainous area. My favorite one is I got this the devil horn guy with the cowboy outfit on. I think he's pretty cool, and he's also got an Ethereum chain. But with or without the Ethereum chain, I like the look of the flame on the background. And then I put in an offer, and I really didn't think the person would accept. And then so I kind of got caught yesterday. He's like, "Oh, I accepted his offer," so I ended up buying the legendary frozen cow. So that was a little more,
Oh,
a little more than I wanted to spend. I didn't think he was going to accept it. He had it listed at 1,000, and I put it 605, And then he's like, oh, okay, I'll accept it. So it's like, oh, well, I guess I bought myself a legendary. This was probably my least favorite legendary of them all. So it's kind of like, he's just frozen. But hey, at least now I got unlimited ice cream.
There you go.
So.
Yeah, no, and it's a cool cow, all frozen. It's actually one of my favorite ones, I would say.
Oh, right on.
So congratulations on that. Yeah, I guess just because I like the emoji. There's an emoji that is kind of like that, and it's like a frozen emoji, and I just kind of like that one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I like the cow.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cool legendary too. So, but I mean, compared to the ones with like the backgrounds, right? Like the Genghis Khan, that the girl samurai, and I mean, they're probably my two favorite. I guess like what is it, Simon Bovian or whatever, and the Bonaparte one. I would say maybe I don't like them as much as this one. But I'm excited to see what they do in game, right? Because apparently the legendaries are supposed to have a little bit of a different aspect to them, or maybe attributes. So maybe this guy like skates around or slides around or something. Who knows? So at least now I got a legendary. I can do some gameplay footage with it when it comes out.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. It'll make the videos pop out a lot more. And yeah, you're right. They said that every cow, like their weapons that they have or other their characteristics are gonna come into play when the game starts.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, I like the one with the flame between the horns too. Those devilish horns.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one too.
Yeah, because
like
you got one for like 40, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember looking at that one. I was like, I should just buy this one, because I was looking at the other one, and I was like, because he's basically exactly the same as mine, right? He's got the cowboy outfit with the flame horn, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't have the chain. It has a stethoscope instead.
Yeah, and I didn't like his face as much. He kind of looked derpy to me. So I was like, yeah. Whereas this one kind of looks like he's like, I don't know, he looks like a boss. It's like cool. So I was like, I like the way this one looks. So again, shout out to number one vid gamer. He ended up having it or access to it, so he got the person to sell it to me. So I appreciate the helping hand there and securing that guy, because he is my favorite. I looked through a lot of the cows and I was like, there was just something about him, and I was just like, I love the look of it, and it just resonated with me. So he's locked on my PFP right now. I'm probably going to use it for a bit. I mean, after I got the ice cow, I was sort of like, do I switch? I was like, I mean, he's cool, but I really love the flame. It just looks cool.
Yeah, it's a cool one. It's a really, really cool one that you got right there. So congrats on that one too.
Yeah. Well, hey, I can't compete with your gold skin, so I got to be happy where I am.
I don't know, the legendary, the one with the ice cream skin. It's pretty cool. That's a good,
He is very cool.
Pretty cool right there. Yeah.
So cool, he's frozen.
Literally. Yeah, see? He's the coolest one. You got the coolest cow.
There we go. At least I could say that. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing what else they come out with. But again, here, I guess let me just switch back. So you can see here what they do provide. So their Legion benefit that they took is the Furniture XP. And since they're Void, they need at least 2 Void benefits. So they reduce the cooldown so you can attack more often, and they increase the debuff duration so your attacks last longer. So very cool. I mean, the Furniture XP, not really the most useful for me in normal mode, but it does give you a little bit of an extra boost when you're placing furniture. Today, I literally just put down one of the green chairs and was instantly at level 4, so that was pretty cool. That helped out quite a bit. That was 28 blueprints to open right at the start, and I pulled some decent stuff. So it does help with the competitions, I find. But yeah, not the most helpful when it comes to dealing with the actual normal mode, especially because I'm already max level. So till they introduce more furniture. But yeah, what do you think of the benefits?
To the open up rooms.
Yes, exactly.
Great. Mm-hmm. I think now I can attack every 24 minutes or so. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I'm at like maybe it's 22 minutes for me or something like that.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, it's nice. It is nice. And then I'm up to like 4.5 hour attack. So that's a nice
Oh,
little
I gotta check.
boost.
Yeah, I gotta check on that, how long it lasts. But yeah, I think what I like the most is also, like you said, the experience. I mean, of course, I like the reduction that I can attack more often. But the experience for the furniture, it's pretty underrated in my opinion. Because like you mentioned, right? You lay one down and you have all these blueprints already and ready to start making moves. So I really appreciate anything that has experience for furniture.
Yes, yeah. I'm looking forward to getting some more furniture in normal mode so we can get some more blueprints and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, other than that, welcome to the game, Cows Gone Mad. Looking forward to seeing what else comes from the project, and hopefully the shooter game that you guys are building is out. I guess maybe close to the end of this Blitz. That would be really awesome. End the Blitz and get some new games to play.
Yeah, that would be perfect timing. Hopefully that'll come true.
Yeah. Well, I know they said during their space that they held with crypto.com that it was sort of like 4 to 6 weeks away. So, I mean, at the end of this would be, I think, 5 weeks. So hopefully we're getting there.
Yeah, hopefully, like you said, right after the blitz, it will be perfect timing. So we'll see what they do. But I know the whole cow community is pretty excited. So again, we'll be dropping down the links for the Discord so you guys can join. Um, and yeah, we'll see how the game plays out as soon as it's out.
Yeah, exactly. And they do, I think they've got the verification bot fixed, possibly, but if not, you might have to open a ticket if there's been an issue with the linking between the Discord and crypto.com. So, yeah, don't worry if it's not reading your NFTs. There's just open a ticket. But yeah,
Yeah, they'll give you the rules manually.
yeah, exactly. That's how I had to get mine because it just wouldn't work. But whatever.
Right? Yeah, at least I mean, they're trying. It seems like it's a fresh team. They're working things out as they go.
Yeah.
But shout out to the Cows team.
Yes, yeah, and I think because the main guy there, let me see if I could find him. Let's see where he's at in competition. I think it's Colonel Ponce.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why can't I spell. Oh, maybe he's not in the competition yet.
Or maybe he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. Or maybe he's using a different name.
No,
Oh, is that what
because he attacks my
you
mom.
found him in regular mode? Oh yeah, in regular mode.
Yeah, because my mom was like, "Who's this Colonel Ponce guy? He keeps attacking me." I was like, "Oh, I think that's the lead dude for Cows Gone Mad." But I'll just switch back to normal and see if I can find him. But yeah, so he's because I'm pretty sure he's got a cow as well as a PFP, and I think he'd be around somewhere around like the 500s if I am correct. Let's see, Colonel. I guess I just don't know how to spell Colonel, which I know is true because I'm a terrible speller.
Yeah, me too. Especially because it's when you pronounce it, it sounds like it has an R
There it
somewhere,
is.
but it doesn't.
Yeah, it's an L. So yeah, no Ponce. There he is. Let me see if I can remember how to spell that and see if he's in the competition. But he's rank 554. See if I click on him. He's got a machine cow with the devil horns. Pretty nice background too. The mountains there.
Oh, okay, nice. Oh yeah, the mountain background is nice.
Yeah, it is. I like the backgrounds. I think they're pretty cool. What they've got. So let me just see if I can find them quick, and then I think we're gonna move on to the community updates. Unless you have anything else that you want to say in regards to Cows Gone Mad.
No, just if anybody is out there listening that doesn't have a cow, go ahead and go out there and pick them up. I've noticed that a lot of them that have like the nice trays, like some of the chains, people don't have them up for sale. So maybe you want to make some offers. But it's a cool collection. And go through the trades if you have one. If you don't have one, go ahead and pick one up.
Exactly. And yeah, he hasn't started comp yet. So let's move on to community updates. What do we got here? So first off, let's talk about the Brave badges. So I know they were discussing that they thought it was going to be the Brave Legends that were coming. It's actually those badges that they just minted, which, I mean, the nice thing is it's a cheap NFT, right? Like they were minting at like what, $6 or something.
Yeah, $6.
So pretty affordable. I don't know what the floor price is right now, but let me actually just look that up while we talk about it. But for the most part, they look kind of cool. I'm just kind of sad that it's not the legends. I had some nice legends that I was really looking forward to using. So I'm kind of disappointed that they aren't entering.
Yeah, same here. The badges are cool, but they're all very, very similar. They're very similar to each other. So I just, like them for the bonus that they're gonna bring to the game. But yeah, I agree with you. I wish it was the actual legends because I do have some pretty cool ones too. I have a Halloween one that I should probably be um, using on X or something. But maybe I wish they were on Flex to Earn so that we can flex them.
Yeah, well, that's my problem, right? I not switching to anything that's not on Flex to earn at this point, and I just keep rocking my legendary monk. That's my plan. But yeah, right now they've got 2 for $5, and then the floor price jumps up to 6. And there's a decent amount at 6, like maybe about 7 or 8 of them, and then it's up to $7. So there are some available for a pretty decent price. But yeah, like you said, they all look basically the exact same, just different color palettes, a little bit of different background. So, basically, let's just wait and see what they come out with for benefits.
Yeah, yeah. So again, if anything, main city benefits are gonna be there. So again, $5 is below the main price. So if you don't have one of those badges and you're gonna be wanting some benefits in your game, go ahead and go pick some up because we know for sure those are the ones that are gonna be in the game. We just don't yet know what the benefits are gonna be. I know they are gonna be in the void side. So we'll see. We'll see what kind of benefits they bring.
Yes, yeah. So with them being on the void, they're going to have at least 2 of the void benefits. I discussed it in my video earlier today, but essentially it's the attacking focused benefits. So, yeah, hopefully
So
it's
be it like
something like
the
decrease in
plague,
cost on your attacks, increase in duration, or decrease in cooldown. Right. So we got increased duration and decrease in cooldown for the Cows Gone Mad. So with the Brave badges, chances are they're probably getting like a cost reduction and maybe increased attack or something like that. But who knows? We'll have to wait for them to officially announce that. They might even get all 3. They might just say we want only the Void and forego taking one of the Legion benefits.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. So we'll see. We'll see what the announcements are for now. Welcome to the Brave team to Main City,
Yes,
and
yep.
we're looking forward to start using the NFTs in the game.
Most definitely. Definitely looking forward to it. And I guess really though, we gotta wait for a Legion joint to join, which I think we can maybe roll into this. And I think I don't think you ended up getting the mint one, but the Wolfies. And I think the Wolfies are the next Legion PFP. You could see them in the screen there, the wolf there on the left side for the Legion. So I'm pretty sure that's the NFT collection. Don't quote me on it. I haven't really kept up on their project much. This is the Wolf Swap project, which is the DEX. But yeah, they minted at like 200 Crow and they're up at like 800 now. So hopefully there's a market correction because I only got 2 of them.
Yeah, lucky you. I only have one.
Yeah.
And And you know what? I didn't even notice that I had won a contest where I was whitelisted for them, so I could have minted like as an early bird person.
Oh
And
man, that sucks.
I know, bro. Yeah, especially after seeing how much they jumped in prices, I was like, wow.
Especially,
But it's a nice, cool collection. Uh-huh.
yeah, and it sold out so quick. Like I got in like first minute as soon as it went public, and I just saw it like jumped like 300, 500, and it just like was jumping and jumping so quick. I was like, okay, I just got to buy two at least. Just get two, and I'll figure it out later. Hopefully the market goes down. I can get a couple more at like 150 or something, and then no, it just kept going up. I was like, great. Well, at least I got
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, for real.
I got a funny one. It's got a golden turd on its head.
Oh, and those went up on price too. The one with the golden turb on the
Yeah.
those
Uh,
are up there.
Are they? Oh, he's a funny one. I was like, oh, I got the golden shit on my head. So,
Yeah, no, I know somebody like one of the guys that had a lot of actually one of the guys I saw next. He has nothing but those.
holy.
So I think he might have been one of the ones that raised the floor prices on those. But if you filter by those are like pretty expensive.
Okay. Well, I guess I could count myself lucky then that I got one. He'll probably be the one I use. I kind of like him. He's kind of funny. So, the other one was just like a super common one. Didn't have anything like stand out. So, and then I mean, anything else you want to talk about in the Wolfies? I think they look kind of cool. That's about it.
Yeah, no, they are really cool. It's they're really popular right now. Like you said, hopefully there'll be a correction so I can pick up another one. And we know for sure that they already have the skin in game, right? So they already have one aspect. The Wolf Swap
Yes.
team already have one aspect, but maybe they'll bring the NFTs on board too. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I mean, because as of right now, I figured Synthtopia would be the next one to enter. So that's why I'm kind of surprised that we had the Cows Gone Mad join before Synthtopia did. So that sort of leads me to believe that maybe Synthtopia's PFP isn't joining as an avatar, and it's just strictly the business. So as to whether the Wolfies join or not, I mean, it's their NFT for the project, but they already have the skin, so maybe that's the extent of the partnership. Again, I don't know, no idea. So all pure speculation and not financial advice. So do not go buying a Wolfie or a Synthtopia being like, oh, well, our Wink said that they're going to join Main City. I don't know anything.
Yeah, we're just chopping it up. We're just throwing things up in the air, and sometimes they land, sometimes they don't. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anything can happen in Main City.
Exactly. And then the last little thing I think we got for an update is a congratulations to El Rey. He has done the insurmountable task of creating a level 10 business, or a quality 10, business. So congratulations. The purple background with the gold stars looks really nice. Now let's see you do it with an Apex or something. But no, congratulations. The gym is looking pretty cool. I was kind of surprised because he's got a Division 1 gym as well. So I was kind of surprised that this is, he's got it on a lower prestige, like just a Division 1 prestige 109. So wonder if he's going to bring it up to Division 1 or not, or if he was planning on making this and selling it. And that's why he wanted it in Division 0. But regardless, congratulations. Very impressive. We'll see if Main City recognizes it at all. I'm sort of thinking they're probably not. But hopefully they give him some sort of recognition.
Yeah, definitely. And if not, he's getting his flowers right here in this podcast. Congratulations, because it's a lot of nerve wracking. There's a lot of fails. I'm pretty sure it wasn't cheap either.
Yeah.
And even though it's just the gyms, it's bragging rights. He could say, I'm the first one ever to get a quality 10 business.
Well, and he even states right in the post here, right? So it was 3,352 quality ones is what he essentially is what he merged. Now I know he was getting a lot of quality 3s and quality 4s off the market, so that probably saved him a bit. As to whether he was getting them for 1K voucher or not, I don't know. But chances are, let's even just say if he had to buy half of that, right? He spent at least over probably 1,500 crow just purchasing businesses. And then on top of that, it was 17 billion diamonds to produce this. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, definitely. So shout out to El Rey for the milestone, because that's what it is the first person ever to make quality 10. So congratulations to him. I was really hoping to be the first one to make quality at least 9, and when he made it, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
there goes that. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see
Once
what
he,
happens. I'm still in the works.
yeah, once he made that, and I kind of just realized too, I was like, I'm just wasting all my vouchers buying businesses at this point. Like, what is the point? Right? Like, and especially because like commons don't really even, like, I don't even use my commons anymore. Like, they're not even on my lands. It's literally just my 4 businesses I use for gold or cash generation at this point. So I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm just wasting vouchers and diamonds in the pursuit of trying to get a quality 10. And then the quality 10 is just going to sit in my inventory anyways. Like, so that's where I just kind of like, I just like snapped out of it. I was like, what am I doing this for? Like, other than like what you said, like bragging rights of being like, oh, I was the first one to do it. So once he hit quality 9, I was like, well, because I messed up my quality 9 attempt, I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to do it now. I don't think I'll beat him. And he was super determined. So I was just like, I'm done. He was outbidding me on stuff too. And I was just like, I'm over this. So I'm glad he was able to do it though. It's great for him.
Yeah, definitely. It makes it part of Main City history. So congratulations.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to make a trivia question about it.
Oh, nice. Who was the first one to make a quality 10?
Yeah, well, hey,
That's
I
a good one.
did last week, right? Who was the first person to make it to P289? It was funny, everybody.
Yeah.
I was in the X space as well, listening to them go through the quiz, right? I think it was like Lady Blue, Dojo. I think Mr. Loco hopped up as well and stuff. But yeah, they were
I
like,
think Kimbo was there.
yeah, and Kimbo was there, and they were like, oh, that. Kimbo didn't say anything, but everybody else was like, oh, that's meta. I was just like, just kind of laughed. I was just like, sure, go for it. That's why I put meta on there.
Recent history, not old school history.
Yeah, exactly. That was, well, that was like a year ago, right, that he did that. Then basically crypto just kind of like stopped playing for a while, and then they introduced the divisions, and then meta just took off, and nobody's catching him at this point.
Yeah. It's wild. He really found his rhythm.
Yes.
Really found his groove.
Most definitely. But yeah, that's what we got for the community Oh, sorry, I got the hiccups. Update there. So I think we can check that box, and then we can move on to the final discussion here. And that being sort of the Howlpoint learnings. Now, I don't know how much of the previous comp learnings we can move forward and apply to this competition, especially because this competition is the 2-week and that one was a 1-week. But I did notice again, like previous competitions, the price of businesses absolutely tanked after the first multiplier day. So on like day 4 and day 5, things were so cheap, and then day 6 they just got even cheaper. And a lot of people just basically bought like super high prestige businesses and got into a really good live rank and were able to fly right up the leaderboard, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I was even saying in one of my videos that I made that I bought some businesses to increase the quality of the business, but it was like at the beginning of the game. So those qualities, the prices were still up. And what I spent on buying one of those, like a quality 2 business, I could have spent on buying a higher prestige business in the last few days, So
Yeah.
yeah, you're right, everything got super cheap by the end. And everybody was just flying by because they were buying businesses. And I was out of vouchers.
Well, that's it,
I
right?
couldn't buy anything anymore.
They bought a really high prestige business and they were super low on the leaderboard, and then just attack a bunch, build up that massive boost, right? Probably at 2,000, maybe even got up to 2,500% booster and just fly right up there into like live rank 15, live rank 10, right? And you pretty much immediately jump like 30 spaces every 10 minutes, it seems, if you can achieve that. So, it's definitely an easy way. I don't think it's going to work, though, this competition, personally. I mean, the 20% or the 20x day for the final day is still a lot of points, right? Like, that's 10 normal days when you think about it, because a normal day is 2x. This 20x is 10 of the normal days, which is basically all of the normal days that are available. And then there's the 4 other that are the 10x days. So it is a lot of points still, a lot of points. So, I mean, there might be a viable opportunity for people just to buy in on the 10th day, play the 11th 10x day, do 12 and 13, and then also position yourself good for the final day. That could be a potential route that people take. But again, we'll have to kind of watch what people do and see where the market goes.
Yeah, we'll see, because a lot of people like to jump in and just start collecting points because they figure, at least I'm already collecting points. But the multiplier is what makes the difference as well. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it's going right now. It's Czar Crypto at 1, Mohammed at 2, El Rey at 3, AI at 4. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Let me just switch. So they Czar Crypto, Mohammed, El Rey, AI, Gale, Norio, Lambs to Lion. So that's your top 7 right there. Let's see where they are on the live, though. So,
and I do find Lion Sentinel. He didn't pick any faction yet. Cassandra hasn't picked it yet. Points live. So they're not getting the bonus. I wonder. I guess they're probably gonna want the diamonds instead of the bonus. The diamond from the winning faction. You know how you get those diamonds at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Because they can play well enough that they don't really need this 10% boost on cash, right? Mm-hmm. They can just attack and get better than that boost, and then kind of judge maybe where the war is. Like, let's take a quick look at the war. It's pretty tight, pretty neck and neck right now. I mean, only 4 million difference. So, at least it's not double like we saw at the last competition.
Yeah, right away at the beginning, because people had already chosen their bonus,
Yeah, exactly. So it being even now for the 2 bonuses, I think that does make a big change. People have just chosen the faction that they like, right? So we're not seeing people just chasing the bonuses. But again, we'll have to wait and see, because there are a few people that are sitting out of the competition war room, at least, right? They haven't chosen their side. So, but I mean, I've already got my side chosen. It was chosen before I even started, right?
There you go. Exactly. Well said. Same here.
Yeah, it's almost like, can we just like get an extra bonus for being so loyal? Give me an extra 1%.
For real.
But
yeah.
So yeah, not really much else, I think, for the Howlpoint learning. But maybe we could discuss, like, what do you think about these faction bonuses, right? Like, I think that was a big reason in the last Howlpoint Blitz there, right? I think that's a big reason for people choosing Void, right? It was that cash. You saw it also happen with the Legion and the one prior to that. That was the Uncharted Blitz. They chose Legion because Legion got the, 6% cash bonus or something. I'm wondering, like, they're doing these faction bonuses to try and incentivize us to choose a faction, right? I think they just need to penalize people that don't choose a faction a bit more, right? And this is where I put it in the feedback, in the game feedback there. I was just like, put it to 100. Put it as 100% cash bonus, right? Because that's a significant bonus that people that sit out couldn't really compete with. They maybe could for the first day or whatever by doing a lot of attacking, but eventually it'll get to the point where it's like they need to choose a faction, right, to get that 100%, because 100% cash bonus is pretty significant when you run out of people to attack, or you're hitting somebody with a 230% malware defense and you hit them for 250, right? And you're only getting like 15% bonus here and there. So I think a dramatic change like that needs to happen so that we see people incentivized to actually choose their faction.
Yeah, that's a good point. And that's a great idea to put a bonus big enough that people don't want to miss out. Uh, that's a great solution. Hopefully they'll take into consideration. I'm gonna go up there and upvote it and go for it because it's a great idea, a great solution for people that don't want to choose. Um, and I'm thinking also like another main reason that they might have for not choosing it's that they can attack anybody, right? I think that's another incentive that they have.
Yes. Yeah, that's the big reason I think that a lot of people do it. There's two big reasons, I think. One is that they don't really need it. They can outbalance it, like you said, by attacking both Legion and Void and not having people complain about it. And then the second being they can see who's going to win the war and then choose that faction right at the last minute to be able to get that bonus diamonds, right? And that's helpful in normal mode. It's not as critical as it used to be, right? Because most people that are doing this technique technically should probably have a fairly high diamond generation. But again, diamonds can be spent pretty quickly. Just got to hit that 7 million jackpot and you could spend them quick, right?
Yeah, for reals. The 700 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start boosting anything for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll have to see if they make any further changes. They did say that the faction bonus is staying the same from this point onward, at least until they make another announcement. So I'm thinking at least probably until the mid-season competition, and then maybe they'll reassess how the faction bonus is working. Now, I guess we'll maybe just check this off. Do you have anything else you want to talk about in regards to the Howlpoint learnings or potentially the faction bonuses? Otherwise, we can maybe branch in and speculate about the competitions and where we think we might see the monsters and the exploration introduced to the game.
Yeah, we can move on to the speculations.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, we were thinking that hopefully they would implement them by mid-season competition. Hopefully by then, it will create a really different gaming experience as far as this competition goes. But just in overall, even in normal mode, as soon as they start introducing the monsters and all that, I think we're going to see a spike in player engagement again.
Yeah, I agree. The one thing that I'm sort of wondering, to me, in my mind, I thought that they would have already introduced it by now. But maybe it's just taking longer to develop it than what they originally anticipated. And as well as we've not really heard much about the mobile version, right? And that was supposed to be coming out near the end of the month. So to me, I'm kind of wondering, is there going to be any overlap between the monsters and exploration into competition? Or is competition going to stay as a competitive city building, and then normal mode's going to get that story built in with the exploration, the monster fighting, guilds, and all that type of stuff, right? Maybe there'll be a slight touch of monsters influencing competition, but I'm wondering if it's just going to be almost like a whole new normal mode setup gameplay that's completely unrelated to the competitions and the way they run. Because then if that's the case, I would think that maybe it would come out prior to the mid-season competition. But if it is going to influence how competition is played, then I think they're going to do it after the mid-season competition. And that's going to be the big change, right? We had the big change after World Series 2 of the world map and all this big, all these different metrics that came with the season 3 changes. So maybe that's what they're planning on doing, is bringing that big change forward after the mid-season competition.
Yeah, that could be too. Because we also need some time to adjust to that gameplay before we try to compete with it. So that's a good point. Yeah, I think they are gonna keep going on the competitions on just city building until we start getting the hang of the monsters and the resources and all that. Um, but
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, there's this Blitz, then mid-season, and then a few more.
Well, there's
Maybe
this
by the
Blitz
Blitz
and one more,
9.
right? There's one more Blitz
Yeah,
after this, and then it's the mid-season.
and then mid-season. Yeah, championship.
Yeah, and
So maybe
mid-season's
hope
going to be
maybe
almost Christmas,
right after the
basically.
mid-season. Yeah. So maybe in January they'll start.
Man, that's
Uh,
crazy. Think about it. That'll be like what, 10 months since the mint, right? Like we minted the lands. If it comes out in like January, 10 months. Like it was what, March that the mint was, or what, end of March,
April. I think it was beginning of April. I
beginning
think.
of April. Yeah. So yeah, I guess what, 9 months or whatever. But still, like I
Yeah,
was thinking a
it's a
half
long
a
time.
year, not almost a full year. So, oh well, it is what it
Yeah.
is.
Also, I think by then, once they start introducing the monsters and resources, I think we might see a spike of activity in the lands, buying and selling of lands and properties in the crypto.com app. So yeah, it's gonna be super exciting, and I think it's gonna be a big change, just like the how you were mentioning that for this season they started the 7 regions, and it was like a major change. It was a big shakeup, and it got everybody engaged again. I think it's gonna have the same thing is gonna happen once we get the monsters and resources.
No, I agree, and especially once mobile releases and people can start playing it on the go. So I have a few friends that have been just like, I'm not playing it until it's on the phone. Like I don't I don't want to play it on my computer, right? So I think that's also
Yeah,
going to be a major change, and that's where we're going to see a lot more players come in. So hopefully they get the whole situation figured out, get rid of some of these bots and these farmers that are out there with multiple accounts.
yeah, because everything's like so super cheap, and let's make the market great again.
Exactly. What was that? I can't even remember what the acronym is. MEGA is Make America Great Again, but
Yeah,
make,
MAGA.
yeah,
Make the market great again. I don't know. MTM.
MMGA, Make Market Great Again. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I guess in regards to the competition, so we've got this 2-week one, and it's going to end what was that, October, or basically the start of November, right? What was the exact date that this ends? Oh,
The
ends on
30th, right
Halloween,
on.
right on
Yeah,
31st. So
yeah.
it's going to end on the very end of this month. So then probably mid-November, like I'm thinking they're probably going to give us 2 weeks again in between, and then maybe do a 1 week, and then pretty much another week off maybe, and then the start or first weekend of December is going to be a 3-week competition, and hopefully they end it just before Christmas, so that we're not stuck. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not in Canada, so I can't hang out with my family anyways. And Christmas isn't really celebrated here in Thailand. I'm going to be teaching for Christmas anyhow, so it's not a
Oh,
holiday
okay.
here. But
Oh no.
no, it's a holiday like Halloween is for us, right? It's not a
Oh,
day off. It's just like you celebrate the festivities or whatever, right? It's not a holiday for
okay.
them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, hopefully, like you were saying with Halloween, right? I mean, hopefully they do something for the festive season, Christmas, right? I mean, whether they call it Christmas or just the winter holidays or something like that, because Halloween's more of like a non-religious one, whereas Christmas, Christianity is sort of the religious aspect, right? And then there's Hanukkah sort of around the same time, and so I don't know what they're planning on. I know the PC culture, right? It's been sort of against everything being, don't say Merry Christmas, just say Happy Holidays or whatever. So who knows what they'll do?
Yeah, for real.
But I think it's kind of cool that they did the Halloween stuff. So hopefully they do something for Christmas. Maybe put some snowmen around or something, right? Just or even like there's the one land on the Aurora Wilds, or even the mythical for the Crimson Dunes or the Crimson Reaches area. They have Christmas trees or like pine tree looking things. Let me go over to the Aurora Wilds, and you can see too, because like
the Aurora Wilds is a good one. That one does snow.
Yeah, there's snow in it. There's a lot of over in the corner on the mythical. There's a lot of like pine trees that could be maybe decorated up to Christmas trees. Even in the legendary one, the Thawed Altar, right? Tons of pine trees with the snow on it. This is probably one of my favorite lands.
Yeah, I think so too. I was gonna say that too. I think it's one of my favorite ones too, because it's always snowy, and they're all covered with snows, the pine trees. Yeah, this would be a perfect for them. So all they gotta do is put lights, make those pines, put some lights on them. They'll be good to go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they could even do some like ghostly kind of things hidden in the trees and stuff for Halloween. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I think the Aurora Wilds is at least close first. Like I do love the Sapphire Sanctum as well. Just sort of the wind and the water vibes to it when you hear like the background sounds. But this one, what is it called? The Avalon Lake. If you listen to the background noise in it with like the frogs and everything like chirping, it just sounds so cool. I just love the ambiance of it. Let me see if here. There you go. You can kind of hear that chirping. Hopefully it comes up on the recording.
Nice.
And this one you can hear the snow falling. But yeah, they're pretty cool. The sound effects and stuff like that, and I do really like the Aurora Wilds. So I'm hoping that there's a lot of exploration there. Also kind of biased because I do have two tents that are for the Aurora Wilds, the green ones.
But
anyway,
you can camp out in your element.
Exactly. That's the plan. It was hard to get the blue one. I had a difficult time finding a place to buy the blue one, and then same with the one red one, the magma one.
But people weren't selling it, or you had to make offers, or what?
Yeah, that and the block neck. I mean, they're all hard. They're like, I should have just bought them back when they were 100 instead of waiting until they jumped up to 200. Oh well.
It's hard. It's hard to tell. Which NFTs are gonna be popular, which ones are not. I remember when the data pads. No, not the data pads were a lot cheaper, and the core tools were pretty cheap too back in the days.
Yeah, all those core weapons and everything. Now everything's so expensive weapon wise. Oh well, I mean, it's good to see. I'm happy that some of the NFTs that we have actually went up in value, opposed to, like the lands. They've pretty much just slid and slid and slid. But it is what it is. We just need the gaming population to become aware, especially when it goes mobile. I think, because a lot of places like, the Philippines, even over here in Thailand, it's all mobile gaming. Nobody's got a computer to play video games on. Right? Nobody's got a console or anything like that, so it's all on the mobile devices. So as soon as it launches on mobile, I think that's where we're going to see a lot of spike in activity. So hopefully their servers can handle it.
For reals, yeah, they got to invest in them. But yeah, I totally agree. Once people can just download them and play on the go, it's going to be a lot different. It'll be great for the game, for all of us, for the whole community.
Yeah.
So can't wait until that. And the way they do it, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they're like just really, really cooking in the background, and then all of a sudden they just like tell us out of nowhere, like the seven regions kind of thing. So hopefully they're really really close to the release as far as development, and they're not able to share. But hopefully they're very very close, and they're just not able to share.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm hoping for, and I hope that the radio silence just means they have something so, like, I didn't expect the regions, right? Even though they had, like, I just didn't expect to have a whole 7 different regions. I was thinking maybe something a little bit different, but once they revealed that coming out, I was like, man, this is awesome. Like, they've blew my mind just with that aspect of it. So it's just like, now blow my mind again, bring out some amazing exploration, like an actual, something we can control with the WSAD, or, even if it's just clicking, right? Like point and click, and your guy walks over to where you clicked, or you click on the monsters and he starts attacking them, right? Or click on this chest and he walks up and opens it up. But it's all like a big open world for us to walk around in. Like, that would be awesome. Like, way better than I expected.
Game changer. Yes, yes. Have the whether it's your cow or your monk or your monster, revenger, whatever NFT you want to choose. Have them walk around the land. Man, that'll be while you're like on the train or on the bus playing Main City with your little guy walking around. Can't wait.
Yeah, that's what I hope they're doing. I mean, I don't know if they will, or if it's just going to be something like, select 3 of your NFTs to go out on an adventure and they come back with resources and you choose the land that they go and explore. I don't know, but I really hope that they come out with something that's just like, boss battles, raids, grouping up with people, actual real-time fighting, opposed to just like, I don't want any like turn-based. I mean, okay, whatever. We could do something like that, but it'd just be a lot more fun if it was just all real-time.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll see. We'll see what they come up with.
Oh, that's about it. That's all we can do right at this point is just wait and see. But yeah, I think that's all I've got, at least. Do you have anything else you wanted to bring to the community's attention or discuss?
No, just keep grinding. Good luck to everybody out there. And yeah, like always, thank you for all the support. Thank you for everybody that's always like sharing the videos. So make sure you guys like the video and all that good stuff.
Is that your perimeter patrol?
Is it? No.
I don't know. I just heard sirens in the background. I'm joking.
Oh. No, I'm in the hood. They just pass by kind of often. No, I haven't put any. I actually did get attacked though, but I haven't attacked anybody. I'm just trying to get to level 10.
Yeah, doing the level 10 grind. Fair enough.
Yeah, the level 10 grind. That's it. No sirens yet.
Right on. Yeah, wait till tomorrow to launch those defenses. Right on.
Yeah.
No, I mean, other than us just sitting here speculating, I mean, we could do that all day. That's the issue. So I appreciate everybody that has made it this far. We're going to probably cut her off here so we can get back to focusing on getting to level 10. Got to get those gold blueprints. That being said, good luck. It is a 2-week competition, so don't burn yourself out, especially because we're a third the way through season 3's competitions, so lots more to come. Hopefully, you're not getting too tired of them. But yeah, good luck. Best of luck in the Nightmare Blitz, and we will hopefully catch you guys in the next one, which we're hoping to do probably at the end of the Blitz here. So you'll get the start of the Blitz from us, and if we can, we'll try to do one right at the end as well.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds like a good timing. So yeah, thank you again, everybody, for being with us, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Right on. Catch you in the next one.